So you still need that. I think on the non-fiction side, the local authors still they are still the better.
Well, that's quite reassuring, isn't it, in a way?
Well, sorry to interrupt, but that's a very good point. With Oprah, for instance, she was shown for a long time in Portugal, in cable TV. And what happened is like you have like the main TV with 30% share, or the second with 20% share, and so on. And when it came to cable TV, you have like less than 2% share of the cable TV that aired Oprah Winfrey. But then again, it was exactly for the right market, which was like the middle class in Portugal would see Oprah, and every book, we replicate the phenomena that happened in the US. She would talk about the book would become an instant success, in Portugal also. And so, although she reached a very small audience, it was exactly the audience of women, and women from middle class, and women who like to read and understood English. You know, it's subtitled, but it's people who like to see English spoken programs. So, that's the typical. Here is the power of a faraway celebrity that should. She sold me a lot of books. I'm very thankful to her, you know, because like I published the Oz books. When she talked about the Oz books would sell. When Oz had his own program, he stopped selling the books, you know, which is strange.
You want to get inside the production company and find out what she's going to talk about.
Yeah, but they did.
Before.
All the Americans used to know beforehand which books she would.
Bag the Portuguese rights before it's even aired.
Yeah.
And in your market?
Absolutely.
Local or international?
Local celebrities are working better, absolutely. But Oprah Winfrey, it recalls me how to, as a public person in publication, use them to promote our books. That's the main point we are considering about nowadays in Korea. Actually, the book by celebs or book by celebs are not doing well, so we'd better use them to promote our books. Yes,
to sort of get traffic for
as
lost leaders is what the retailers call them.
A lot of U.S. publishers refer Oprah Winfrey as her recommendation, something like that. So that kind of things we are developed.
And before we move on to any questions, we were going to talk about fiction and non-fiction, because we always assume celebrity comes from this sort of instant, overnight television-led. But the wonderful thing about fiction is that layer upon layer of